do a lot of run zone coverage. They do that zone coverage at a very high rate, but opponents often hit the home run anyway. The Rams do allow. They allowed a lot of 20+ yard completions this year. I mean, they're good in the red zone, but they do give up the big play. And meanwhile, Minnesota has connected the second most 20+ yard passing plays this year, highlighted by all-world wide receiver Justin Jefferson. Now, I think there's a lot of recency bias going on with this game too, just like with the Broncos. People kind of thinking the Broncos will show up. People saw the Vikings. They think kind of the other shoe dropped on Sunday night. They're a fraud against that big Lions game. You got to look at the whole picture here, guys. I think the Vikings have been the better team all year. Rams, I didn't pick the Rams. I think I had them like a 7-10 team this year. I didn't think they were going to do that well, but we got a couple of good coaches here, very similar. We're like offensive minds in Kevin O'Connell and Sean McVay, both former Redskin assistants who were right under the nose of Dan Snyder, just like Matt LaFleur, just like Kyle Shanahan. That's all right, though, because he got Riverboat Ron Rivera. He hired him, so, who cares? All right, so we have I think we're going to go with a Vikings victory here, 27-21. It's not going to be the high-scoring game people really think. So that's the final game there. I like the Vikings on the road, in the Dome, on Monday night. Moving on next week. Let's take a look at what it's going to look like for the divisional rounds if Peters nails all the picks correctly. So when you wake up Tuesday morning, and Peters nails all 6 picks, I'm not saying I'm going to do it. It's not easy to do. Here's what it's going to look like on the AFC side. Next week, you're going to have the Baltimore Ravens, the number 3 seed, at the number 2 seed, Buffalo Bills. This one feels like This one feels like a Sunday early game, kind of, I think. Like a 1 o'clock game, maybe. All right, Ravens-Bills, 2 of the heavyweights in the AFC. That would be a hell of a game between 2 quarterbacks who usually throw up all over themselves in the playoffs, but one of them's going to have to emerge in this game. Chalk, are you ready? Oh, my goodness. Ravens-Bills, huge game. On the other side, you'll have the 5th-seeded LA Chargers, the Superchargers. Jim Harbaugh versus Andy Reid, number 1 seeded Chiefs, going for that three-peat, laying dormant the Chiefs this week, just waiting. An AFC West rivalry game. Incredible. Can you believe it? Who is it going to be? Are we going to get Chiefs-Bills again? Ooh, if it's the top seeds, we're getting Chiefs-Bills. Oh my gosh, Josh Allen looking at this right now, and his pants are full. Let's go to the NFC side and see what it will look like if Peters nails his picks. So we would have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm very confident about this one. This feels like maybe a Saturday, maybe one of the Saturday night game, perhaps. I think so, yeah, an earlier one. I think this one would be Sunday because the Vikings played Monday. Maybe give them a little time there, not make them have a 6-day week. But Buccaneers at Eagles, oh my gosh, what's going to happen there, guys? I mean, that's a big one right there. The 3 and the 2, and then you have, well, looky here, the NFC North. That was the game that we were waiting all day for. waiting all year for. Last Sunday night, they're back. Before that game, I said, look, even if the Vikings lose that game, I think they're gonna meet again, because the Vikings are gonna beat the Rams and they're gonna play each other. But nobody had the Vikings here in the season before the season started. No, everybody had them last place, so it would be a hell of a game. These two teams playing again. I think it'd be a little closer than last time, but wow, the third meeting between the two teams, in the third meeting between these two teams. Chargers don't want this. Andy Reid wipes his tail with the Chargers, so they don't. This is not going to be good for them. The Chargers are going to be rooting for the Steelers to win. They are going to be praying the Steelers win that game so that they can play the Bills. And over here on the NFC side, guys, it's playing out exactly the way I said it would at Rio back on September the 4th. That the Lions would be the 1 seed. They would host the NFC Championship game, play the Eagles, lose the Eagles. Tears are already welling up. I got my pipe packed with pipe tobacco. Maybe something else. If JG will send me something FedEx, one of you clowns will help a brother out. So it's coming, guys. Get the tears ready. Get the Kleenex ready. Tears is in line to nail it once again for the third year in a row. Oh my gosh. All right, so this is what it's going to look like. That's your bracket for next week. And I hope to have a full breakdown for you. I'm not promising anything, but I hope you enjoyed this breakdown. Thanks for watching it with me. Yeah, these are the teams that are going to win this weekend. We got the 2 number 1 seeds. So I got the Ravens, I got the Bills, I got the Chargers, the Buccaneers, Eagles, and the Vikings as victors. Wild card weekend. It's always wild. Tonight's feature presentation. I don't know, guys, but I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you're enjoying your booze tonight. I hope you're enjoying your corn chips or whatever you're snacking on, cheesesteak maybe. Probably pizza for a lot of you guys. So, all right, listen to a little music. Don't go to the movies tonight, okay? And all right, guys, that's what it's going to look like. So, I'll see you next week as we go to the exciting division games. And another thing to watch out for as we get closer. Can you see that? Currently, JHL, the grand uncle of Marshawn Lattimore, is up 2 in Pips Pick'ems. He's in the number 1 spot. Coach Darren Nelson is in the 2nd spot. 2 points behind. It's really, really tight. I don't think any of the rest of us have a shot to catch those two. Like Andy's Candles is top 20, and Jen wants Cousins. Andy wants Penix. I think he's top 20 as well. But at the moment, for the rest of you guys, just remember in the 41st spot currently, the one and only, the Power Walker, Mr. Duck Meat. All right, so keep an eye on this. See how it goes. This battle here is bigger than any of this. Okay, keep things in perspective. And what's also bigger than any of this is that the rest of you, including you, these two, everybody else who's in Pips Pick'ems, keep yourself safe, drink responsibly, and remember, always stay above that duck line. Peters is out. God bless.